if you are in your healing era, this video is perfect for you, because in this video I'm gonna first give you some of the mindset shifts that I really want you to hear, some things that I really want you to hear, and then I will go on to tell you some things that helped me personally. This video is like a heart-to-heart, one-on-one. I just wish somebody would have told me when I was going through a hard time, when I was healing from something. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Preet. If you're new here, let me give you a quick introduction. I'll not take any of your time. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen right now interest you, if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel. Just go check it out, and if you like it, consider subscribing, because that would make my day. So yeah, let's begin. First of all, allow yourself to heal in your own damn way. Like, just allow yourself to heal. Take your time, do it in any way that is working out for you. Like, please do not compare it with anybody else's journey of healing, because it does not look the same for anybody else. It may look the same with one person, but it may look completely opposite to another. Like, do not compare, because I used to do this a lot, where when I was going through a tough time and I was trying to heal from something, I used to compare a lot on social media with other people, how they are healing, and there's just a notion that, you know, healing can be so aesthetic at that time, but there's no perfect way to heal. There's no aesthetic way to heal, honestly. Very different for everybody. There's no perfect way to heal, and it's not going to look exactly how you see it on Instagram or YouTube. It is very different for very different people, so do not compare. Heal however you need to heal. So this is a thing that I genuinely personally believe a lot, is that sometimes life puts you through difficult phases because we are outgrowing an older version of ourselves. Like, we've outgrown an older version, and the life is challenging us. The universe is preparing us and testing us to make a new version, a stronger, better and a brighter version of ourselves. And it's like an upgrade kind of thing. If you are going through something or a difficult phase, or if you're like healing from something, you are literally becoming wiser, better, stronger, a better version of yourself. Even if it feels messy right now, even if it feels like life is falling apart and like you can't figure anything out, you will come out way better and way smarter and wiser from this than ever before. And I know it feels like chaotic and messy and exhausting at this time. Like, I feel you, girl. Like, it can feel so exhausting. Like, it's taking every bit and every last strength and every last energy, every last bit of energy from you right now. I can so feel that, but I want you to remember, and I want to remind you that you've survived every single of your bad day till now, okay? Like, every bad heartbreak, every bad phase, every bad day, every bad situation where you thought that you wouldn't make it through, you did. You know what that means? Is that you'll survive this too. Like, 100%, you have 100% success rate, okay? You've literally had 100% success rate. So don't be so scared. Have a little trust and believe in yourself. This I genuinely feel is allow yourself to feel the emotions, because a lot of times when we are healing from something, I think for me personally, when I was going through something, the major part of, you know, where it felt very messy or chaotic, or like, you know, where I could not figure anything out, or like it just felt impossible to, you know, even wrap my head around it, majority of the time was when I was not accepting and I was not feeling what I was feeling. I was running away from it. I was running away from my emotions. And you know, accept your feelings. Allow yourself to feel whatever you are feeling. It's fine. Even if you're feeling guilty or bad or not one of the good emotions, it's fine. They are emotions because they are meant to be felt, okay? Hence they come in the category of emotions. Because I genuinely feel in today's world it is so easy to distract yourself. There are a million ways that you can distract yourself, but you know what, if you distract yourself and if you run away from your feelings, you are just delaying it, because one day or the other you'll have to deal with your emotions. You'll have to deal with this. You'll have to deal with it, okay, today or tomorrow. If you are just distracting yourself and running away from your emotions, and what has happened, you are basically delaying your healing. And I'll tell you a little belief I have of my own, is that universe is gonna keep knocking at your door and keep telling you that, okay, you'll have to face this. It's not gonna let you go just because you are distracting yourself. It'll come in a bigger, better, like a bigger phase where you can't ignore it, and it will be like, yeah, I still exist and you have to deal with me. Honestly, if you are watching this video right now, and if you even click this video right now, that is proof that you are trying and you are so damn strong. Like, this is such, like, I know how much strength it would have taken to just click this video and learn, like, just click this video, because I know it was difficult. If I had come across a video like this and I had to, I can understand how much strength that takes, and I'm so freaking proud of you, and you should be too, because that means you're trying. That means you're trying to be better, and I don't think so. I think that's one of the most fabulous things you could do, and you should be proud of yourself right now. Okay, this is something I really want you to know, is stop feeling guilty for having a hard time. I went through this a lot, that I used to feel so damn guilty and I used to be so hard on myself just because I was having a hard time, or I was crying, or just could not keep up. I used to feel so guilty. So stop feeling so guilty, okay? It's fine. It's literally fine. You are going through something. It's fine to slow things down, to take some time for yourself, to heal for some time. If you want to cry, stop feeling guilty for just existing or just healing, okay? Or just doing what is the best you can do, okay? So just, it's fine, okay? I really want you to hear this when I say that it's fine. It really is fine. It's going to be okay. If you slowing down or you having a bad day is not the end of the world. If you need to cry for hours and hours, cry. If you need to stay in the bed if you need to stay in the bed for a day or for more than a day, it's fine. Do what you need to do for yourself. It's fine. Even nature, which is one of the most magical and beautiful things to exist, even nature doesn't bloom throughout the year. So you are allowed to have an off season too, a little slow season too. Even nature has. A flower doesn't bloom all year long, does it? But it takes some time, and then it blooms. When it blooms in full bloom. So it's fine. Coming towards my favorite segment is things, okay? Like, I've been telling you mindsets, and mindset shifts, and mindset shifts with time, and when you experience life, and when you experience things, you will realize that you've learned so many things even during your healing era, that I think it teaches you the most things. But coming towards actions, things that have genuinely really helped. The first one is journaling. I know how it sounds. I know every person keeps telling you this, and I know it's like sounds exhausting, but it really, really works. It does. Like, even if you're someone who doesn't journal in general, it's fine. You can, first of all, there are a million ways to journal, okay? If you've tried one way of journaling, maybe that way doesn't work for you, but there are millions of ways that you can journal, because sometimes just putting it in words really, really help. It makes you accept what you're going through. It makes you come to peace with it, and it really helps. Like, I genuinely want to plead with you here to give it a try. Sometimes your subconscious is trying to tell you something, but you cannot understand that with so much distractions in today's world, that we don't sit with ourselves and just listen to our body. So sometimes journaling is a really good way to get in touch with your subconscious, what your body is asking for you to give it. Like, sometimes subconscious, it's a very good way to get in touch with what you really need, and it's just a really good way to get in touch with yourself. So really, really try journaling. There are a million ways. If you want me to make a video, I can make a video on so many different types of journalings, okay? So give it a try. Second thing is try new things, like go on a walk, go to a new place, go to a park, explore new places, try new things, try new hobbies, okay? Because I genuinely feel that healing doesn't happen in these huge dramatic way, like one moment you're just going to be, wow, I've healed and I'm going to be okay from this moment onwards. It doesn't happen like that. It happens in small tiny moments. And I just feel when you go try new things and explore the world, you realize that the world is so much bigger and the world is so big out there, and you realize, you see new things. It gives you new perspectives and reminds you that life out there in the world still exists. Like light still exists outside your pain of what you are going through right now. There's still life out there. You realize that how big the world is, and there's so much to see, and there are so many wonderful things, and it just gives you new perspectives. At the same time, you realize so many things about yourself. So go on solo adventures, go try new things, go try the hobbies that you've always tried to do. Like instead of losing yourself in work right now, or like working your way through it, you can just give yourself some time to try new things. It keeps you in touch with yourself and what you like and what you don't. Okay, third thing that really helps me and really has helped me, and I am saying that by being an influencer myself, like I'm a content creator myself, and this is really difficult for me, and I know you're not gonna like the sound of this, but third is taking a social media detox, or just staying away from social media for some time, because it is so distracting. I'll tell you that there is so much media and so much content that we are consuming so much of the time, that there's so much distraction and so many thoughts coming in our mind when we are scrolling so many reels and so many shorts. And sometimes taking a social media break can just give you time to just be with your thoughts, with yourself, and just with yourself, okay, without distractions. Even small, like a day or two maybe, or like not even much, like a small few days break can really help you reconnect with yourself instead of consuming everybody else's life except yourself. So take a little teeny tiny break from social media. The fourth one is really personal to me, but reading books has really genuinely really helped me. Like I randomly picked this book. I didn't even used to read self-help at this time. I just picked a random book, and it told me literally everything that I needed to hear at that point of my life, and I am really so grateful for this book. It's still one of my favorite books to exist, because it helped me during a very dark time of my life. And even if I'm not telling you to read like a full life-changing self-help book right now, or like, it's fine if you want to, wonderful if you want to, but I'm not telling you, even if you're not like a big self-help reader, there are so many good, easy-going, comforting books that any person can read. It's not a tough read, it's not a hard read. I mean, it can get hard if you are going through something, but like it's a comforting read that may really help you shift your mindset and your way of looking at things, honestly. Really change your perspectives and give you a new perspective to look from. So I'm just gonna put a few recommendations here. If you want to, you can pick any of these books. They are really nice. Any topic that really any title of the book that is calling out to you, you can definitely just try reading it, because it's actually, it really helps. Okay, hear me out here. There is no fixed timeline. There's no timeline to heal. It doesn't take one day, a week, a month, 2 years, 3 years. There's no timeline. You are not running a race here with anybody, with yourself also. It's different. Even if you had healing eras before, it's completely different from where you are in life right now, and nobody has had the exact same life as you and what you are going through. Even if they've had you, they cannot understand in the way that you feel things or like understand things, okay? So there's no timeline, there's no comparison, because nobody has gone through it the same way that you are going through it now. So there's no timeline. Stop pressuring yourself that it's been a month and I'm still in a slump. No, it's fine. Like, take as much time as you want to. There are literally no fixed timelines. There are no rules. There is no correct method, no deadline. Stop beating yourself for the simple thing of that I'm not healing fast enough. No. One thing is that I've personally come to this realization that healing is not a linear line that you'll just keep going up and up and up from here. It can go from, one day you can feel like, oh my god, I feel amazing, and second day you might not feel that amazing anymore, and you're like, you know what, I'm feeling really shitty today. And that does not mean that you are on square one, back again on square one. It's just that it's not linear. It can go like this. It can become a roller coaster ride. Maybe it's linear for you, maybe it's not, but it doesn't have to be like a steep line that keeps going up. You're going to have good and bad days. Okay, I really need you to listen to me. Is that asking for help is literally the bravest thing that you can ever do. It's not a weakness at all. Like literally, people, I have a different level of respect and like a hats off to the strength it takes for people who ask for help, because it takes a lot of guts and it takes a lot of bravery. So please do not hesitate to ask for help. If you think that this is something you can't deal on your own, reach out. Okay, ask for help. There are professional helps available. There are people around you that are genuinely are going to help you if you just tell them that you need their help. Okay, there are people in your life who will be willing to help, so reach out. If you really need help, ask for help. It's no shame in that. Like whether it's a friend or a sibling or a parent or a counselor or a teacher or a therapist, okay, asking for help is one of the bravest thing you'll ever do, and the best thing you can do for yourself, honestly. Hear me when I say this, that you do not have to carry everything on your own. You do not have to. Okay, this part is very personal to me. It's on faith and belief. It's fine if you don't believe in it, but I really wanted to include this segment because it's very personal to me and has helped me a lot. Having faith really helps during the tough times. It really helps, whether it's in God, whichever God you believe in, whether it's in prayer or whether it's in the universe or whether it's in spirituality. Really, whatever faith that you believe in, I want you to hold on to it, because a lot of times faith is the only thing getting you through difficult times. So I really want you to hold on to your faith in these difficult times. Genuinely believe that one of the most important steps of healing is feeling safe with yourself again. Like having that sense of safety with just being with yourself. That's so important. One of the biggest things that healing taught me was belief in myself. Like no matter what happens, no matter who leaves, who stays, no matter how many people leave or stay, no matter how much life changes, one thing that I'll always have is myself. I'll always be there for myself, and that's not going to change. Always have your own back, and you need to start believing in that again. You have to start showing up for yourself again. You have to start creating that safety and that safe place with yourself again, because oftentimes we depend on other people to feel secured or to feel loved or to feel protected. One thing that healing will slowly show you is how to become that person and give all those things to yourself, and to become that person yourself. Because not a dreamy Prince Charming is not gonna show up and give you everything, love and security and protection, if you don't give yourself that. You have to start giving yourself all of those things, and slowly you'll realize that you are the person who's making you feel secure, protected and happy. Take care of yourself. Talk to yourself gently. Listen to what you are saying and listen to your body when it says something. Creating these little tiny routines or structures that comfort you, that gives you a sense of peace. For me personally, self-care is something that really helped me. Making my bed in a certain way that really gave me that comfort and sense of safety. So making an extravagant bed that I really loved. Okay, like I used to spend a lot of time making my bed in a certain way that really comforted me. You know, there are small things that played such a big role in comforting me, like, you know, washing my face and, you know, taking feel good showers. You know, these tiny things matter so much because you've been ignoring these tiny things, and slowly it becomes hollow. But if you just start adding these tiny things that make you feel happier and calmer and more comforted and more safe, small things add up to become a huge block. Like things like, you know, making the bed, washing your face, listening to music. These are things that really, like, these are the kind of things that really help me. You know, small things, these tiny things matter a lot. Like just adding tiny things, suddenly I had like a comforting and a sense of safety within me. Connecting with my childhood hobbies, coloring, painting, skincare, and, you know, dancing around my room, making make-believe concerts, singing make-believe concerts. Okay, one thing that I really wish somebody would have told me, and I would have like really loved that advice at that moment, is that, you know, you're not gonna suddenly become productive one day. Like, stop putting that pressure on yourself, or don't rush back. Like, if you start feeling better even a little, take things slowly, gradually. You don't have to, you know, suddenly one day and I'm like, oh my god, I'm the most productive person in the world. No, healing takes a lot of your strength and a lot of your energy, and just start things slowly. Get back into routine, like gently and, you know, gradually. Okay, I think I got a little distracted with a little more mindsets, but like, okay, coming back to one of the best actions that I could do, and this is one of the things that somebody recommended me and is the best advice I've ever gotten. One of my teacher recommended me this, is that, you know, even if you're going through something, even if you're having a tough day, do not stop your everyday activities, okay? And this really helps. Let me explain. You know, this is a thing that my psychology teacher told me, and it stayed with me because it is so true and it has helped me so much. You know, even during your difficult times or the impossible days, do not stop your daily routine, okay? Like, there are things that, like brushing your teeth, or, you know, washing the dishes, like something that you do every day. And, you know, sometimes we just are like, we don't want to do anything, and we just stop everything. Instead, you know, continue with your daily routine. You know, washing clothes, or bathing, or brushing your teeth, or, you know, taking a bath, eating your 3 meals, or how many ever meals you have, eating. You know, these things create a place of familiarity and safety around you, and which is so important during this time, because our sense of safety seems to be shaken when we are like going through something. So I think familiarity, these things bring a sense of safety and familiarity around you, which is so important during these. And lastly, I want you to listen to me when I say this, is please, it's about time. This is the most important time, and, you know, it's a difficult time, but this is the most important time to prioritize yourself. You really need to start prioritizing yourself, because it's okay to say no. It's okay to not reach everywhere. It's okay to take up space, and take up space for yourself. It's okay right now to choose yourself, because you cannot pour into another person, you cannot love another person, you cannot help another person if you are empty yourself, if you are healing yourself, and if you are going through something. You really can't be there for another person, honestly. So please listen to yourself, and, you know, choose yourself this time. And lastly, I just want to end with saying that you are not weak for trying, you're not weak for taking some time for yourself. You are not weak for struggling, or, you know, getting through something. Healing does not mean that you have to become emotionless one day and you don't have to feel emotions. It's about becoming stronger and a better version of yourself, while still being and choosing to be soft. Because right now, I don't know if you believe this or not, but you are growing, you are changing, you are becoming a better version of yourself, and you are becoming somebody who your younger self would be so freaking proud of. I can assure you that. Just breathe. You will be okay. You are going to be okay, love. I can assure you that 100% that you will be okay, love. Just breathe. Well, that completely brings us to the end of this video. If you like this video, consider checking out my channel. Just go check it out. Consider liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Like, share, comment. Am I missing something? Like, share, comment. Yeah, like, share, comment, and most importantly subscribe, because that really makes my day. So subscribe and comment anything and everything. Please share your tips, and I would love to hear and talk about anything and everything. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. With that, I love you, right?